Alright. Here we go.
Hey guys, I'm here talking about my favorite YouTuber today. He goes by the name of Dat Voice Guy. Now I'm thinking... Okay, let me try that again. This is my favorite YouTuber. He goes by the name of Dat Voice Guy. He's not a big YouTuber. But let me explain why he is my favorite. Now I know he's gonna see this because he watches my channel now. Well, he's not like vivid on watching it, but either way. To basically start it off, this guy saved my life. When I was in 9th grade,
Thank you, Discord.
I tried to take my own life. I'm not trying to make this a sob story. I'm just being upfront with you guys, showing you guys like what happened, or telling you. I've been bullied my entire life. It had gotten up to the point where it was from kindergarten all the way up to 9th grade. I finally had enough of it. I just wanted it to stop. It completely consumed me. I went into a really dark depression. Now, thanks to this man on screen right here, my life was turned around. What the hell? I just heard a door shut downstairs.
Spoopy.
Alright, but my 9th grade year, it had gotten to the point where I slipped into a really bad depression. I wanted to lay in bed and just rot away. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to eat. Didn't want to get out of bed. I just wanted to sit there and basically just give up. I had given up. It had gotten to the point where I had not cared about my health and I went to the hospital. Which brings us to this right here. On one of his live streams, he had told everyone to put in the chat hashtag get well soon, Jacob. So, this made me happier than anything. And I'm not gonna be like a cliche, I'm telling you guys. At this point, I realized that there was more for me. He had been my favorite YouTuber then, and he still is. I'm not doing this because I'm subscribed to him on YouTube. I'm not trying to get famous off this kind of video. This is me sending out a thank you to DVG, or audio. I'm going to go down a little bit here, and I want to explain to you guys, he took time out of his day to talk with me. He could have been working on a video. He could still be live streaming. As soon as he got off, he messaged me on Skype. He got into a call with me for about 20 minutes. That 20 minutes was probably one of the best experiences that I've had. I never thought that I'd ever really get to talk with him one-on-one. This being able to talk with this person basically turned my life around. I was still in that depression. When I was sitting in there, I had seen that he was live on Twitch. I went to watch his live stream. I just put in there, hey, I'm in the hospital, but I'm glad to be able to see you stream. He saw that and he immediately told everyone to put get well soon in there. He's by far one of the best individuals I have had the honor of actually talking with. He genuinely cares. He's not in YouTube for only the money. He cares about his subscribers. He's interactive with everyone. I've seen him respond to plenty of people on Twitter. He responds to comments on his page or on his YouTube channel, and he's very interactive on Twitch. He constantly checks his chat, making sure that he's acknowledging people, like saying thank you for joining the stream. When they say hi, he says hi to that person. He's very genuine in what he does. He does it to entertain. He does it to bring joy to people, which is one of the best things that you can do. He's not a clickbaiter. He doesn't do this to get views. He loves being a part of his community. So, he actually just messaged me on Discord. Alright. So, I want you guys to understand, he's probably one of the most genuine people that are out there. He's genuine in what he does. He genuinely cares. He's a very honest person. He's very respectable. And the fact that he literally made time for me is the reason that I'm sitting here with you guys today. If it wasn't for his videos, literally I didn't want to see anything until I saw the first one that I had seen. He went on, I think it was MW2 or MW3 as Mario. Best video I had ever seen. The biggest smile came across my face. That was the night that he talked to me on Skype. I had been subscribed to him for a while before that, but every time I went into a dark stage like that, I went directly to his channel. I'm going to explain to you guys why I was in the hospital. As I said before, I was in a really bad depression, and I gave up. I went into a state of diabetic ketoacidosis. You can look this up. I will try to explain it the best that I can, that the doctors had explained it to me. What they had explained to me, basically, when my ketones get bad enough, it gets into my bloodstream and makes my blood acidic. In return, this does damage to my internal organs. Every time that I go into that, I'm at risk of dying. In between October 2nd, or 3rd, my bad, October 3rd and December 2nd, I was in and out of the hospital 11 times. Almost 2 times a week on average. Almost. I would be out for about 2 or 3 days, then I'd be right back in. This is from all the previous damage that I had done. Now, remind you, I've never done drugs, I've never drank alcohol. I've been clean my entire life. I've never really had aspirations to do any of that. Anyone that does that, I really don't care. That's what they do. That's their decision. I respect that. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. It's your life, your decisions. That's you. Now, due to the fact that I was in there so much, the only thing that I did was watch Audio's videos. Every time I was smiling. He is a genuinely funny guy, and he's great at what he does on YouTube. Honestly, I think he deserves better, and I really think that he deserves more for what he does. I'm sure I'm not the only person that he's probably helped in this way. I can't say I don't know who his other subscribers are. That's just my opinion. I'm not trying to make that assumption on anything. That's how I see it. I feel like I'm not the only one that he's helped in this way. If I feel this way, I have a feeling that someone else may have felt this way about it too. So, this video is a personal thank you to DVG for saving my life and making my life better. And for that, I want to try to help him in any way that I can. So, with that said, I'm going to be donating to him every month, and I'm going to be starting a GoFundMe page. Currently, Audio is trying to get a better computer, and he's trying to get his own house or an own apartment. I want to try to help him reach that goal. I'm donating every month to him if I get this job. I have about an estimate of how much it's going to be per month. I'm not sharing that with anyone. But any way that I could possibly help him, I want to help him. This man has turned my life around in the best way possible. And with that said, DVG, I hope I can help you as much as you've helped me. I can't say that I can save your life. I can't say that I can promise everything that I'm wanting to give you. First things first, I need to get this job. If I can get this job, I will help you as much as I possibly can, like as much as humanly possible. First, I want to help you get that gaming computer. That is my personal goal for you. I want to help you get that so you can make the most premium content that you can make. I will try to donate so you can get the proper editing software, something that you can use easily. Well, I'm sure you're already well enough with editing, but I'm going to help you in any way that I can. You are by far one of the best people I've had the privilege to meet, and I am extremely grateful to be your friend. Other people are thinking, oh, don't kiss his ass. This is not me, like, kissing up to him. He has literally saved my life, and I can never thank him enough for that. So, with that said, thank you again, Audio. I hope I can help you as much as possible. I hope I get this job. I can get my car or my truck fixed. And then I know how much I'm going to be donating to you each month. And I can't wait to help you out. So, I want to say thank you one more time. My name is Jacob the Gamer, and I hope you guys have a great day, and thank you for watching.
This is exactly why I do what I do. It's not because of fame or fortune or anything like that. Not for the wealth, not to be known, just to make a difference in the world. And people don't give enough credit for that. And when people show that credit and recognize the type of people that try to make a difference in the world, instead of giving attention to the absolute idiots that make the world a terrible place, and supporting them, it makes a hell of a lot of difference. It makes everything worth it. It's simple things like that. Not even simple. It could be. It ranges from simple to just absolute life-saving situations. Whether I make a simple person smile, whether from glee or awkwardness or anything like that, to literally make a person change their views on life itself. People don't realize what people go through. And I've helped people, and they've come to me and told me that they've helped me, that I've helped them. You know? Had a person that was from Germany, I believe, who had cancer. And he came to me and he said, I've been going through all of these different scenarios, going through chemo and everything like that, and your videos is just the absolute thing that makes me want to keep going. Everything that I do, I was getting to that, babe. I've helped her too. The love of my life. She was on the brink too. This is why I do what I do. Not because of feeble desires. What I do is what I love to do. I love to make people laugh and smile. Simple. And that's what I love to do. I've been bullied. I've been in that situation. I've always been in that situation because I was always the odd one out. You know? Everybody called me weird and bullied me for it. The reason why I did it is because either I want attention or I don't know, maybe just act out just for the hell of it. I don't really recall. But it's things like that that can either make or break a person. And it's really important to make sure that you don't lose sight of what's right. Even though things look bleak, you just can't give up. You just can't give up. I've been bullied, as I said already. I've been in that situation. I've been in that place. I know how you feel. I know exactly how you feel. Back when I was living in Florida, living with my mother, because she had custody of me at the time. I was in 4th grade. I kept getting into trouble. I remember, if I remember correctly, I even got expelled from preschool one time. From preschool, because I was a little bit too crazy. Because of my ADHD and my autism, my Asperger's. I think it was more of the ADHD than anything, to be honest. But my mom basically called my dad and said, I can't take him anymore, you take him. I had no idea what the hell was going on. My mom told me I was just going on a vacation and that I'll be back. It was after school was over and it was summer vacation, or maybe not summer vacation, but spring break or some type of break or something like that. My dad literally drove all the way down to Florida, packed all my stuff up, and we drove up to near the capital. I'm good, man. I'm just telling my story. I'm good. And when I said to my dad, all right. Well, actually, my dad said to me, well, time to go back to school. I'm like, what? I thought I was going back to Florida. He's like, nope, you're staying here. I didn't understand it at first, but down along the years, my dad finally told me that my mother just basically just abandoned me. I still love her, but I still continue to hold a grudge against her because of it. Because I now understand the feeling of abandonment. And I try to always be optimistic. I try. And it's really difficult to do that because the fact that I have Asperger's, it makes my emotions 10 to 100 times more intense. So my emotions can flip like a switch. Just a little something that could like turn around and just get me all upset. But I try to always be optimistic about everything. Ever since I graduated high school, I started doing this. And the first video I ever made now has 7.5 million freaking views. And I thought to myself, Jesus freaking Christ, I could make something of this. I didn't even get a single cent from that video either. For one, I didn't know anything about it, about monetization or shit like that. And two, copyright. And three, it wasn't even partnered. It was just a lot of things. It was just a hobby. First video ever gets 7.5 million views. You think you'll be on the top of the world. Then it all goes downhill. And when you're on that high horse and then get knocked off of it, you start to realize you really, really got to appreciate what you're given. Can't take so much for granted. You can't. You really can't. Ever since I started this channel, that voice guy, when I made my first channel, Double L Super Mario Double L. Yeah, because things were going downhill. Wasn't getting as much attention as I thought. And plus, I was expanding out to newer voices, you know. Double L Super Mario Double L didn't seem like it fit anymore. So, I made a new channel, that voice guy. And I started doing that, and things were looking up as well. I've done some idiotic things. There was a time that I got a little greedy. Things happen like that. But as long as you don't lose sight of what really matters, and you don't change. You don't. As long as you don't forget who helped you get up there. As long as you don't forget the people who stood beside you throughout this entire time that you were doing this. Everything should just fall right into place. Whether you do it alone or you get some help along the way. You just gotta keep going. And always look to a brighter future, because if you just give up when you're not even halfway through your life, you won't even be able to get to see the future, the beauty of your future. Because it won't exist. This is why I do what I do. Because I fucking love it. And like I say always, I'm here to make people laugh and smile. One person at a time. And I'm gonna continue that, no matter what. No matter how big I get. No matter how popular I may be. I'm still gonna be the same. I've actually watched people who I used to call friends change because of popularity. It's really a shame. It really sucks that it had to happen like that. Because I feel like I've been there. I've helped them to get to where they are. And only to get abandoned. Just make me feel like I'm just some sort of stepping stone. I would never use anybody as a stepping stone. No human being should ever use other human beings for greed. And right now, it's darker times than ever, to be honest. The community is diminishing. I'm not talking about this community. I'm talking about community in a whole. YouTube was supposed to be a community that bands people together. And now people are not even using talent or skill or anything like that to you know, people rather use conflict, drama, and everything like that to get attention. People would rather cause even more problems to feed off of that for their own personal gain. It's terrible. It's petty. And for the most part, it's just absolutely stupid. The bad thing is people that don't get repercussion for that. They don't get punished. Nah, they just continue to be praised Like nothing ever happens. They don't care. They only care about themselves. And that's what I hate about this selfish world that we live in. People are always in it for themselves. And I hate to be living in that kind of world. That's why I try to do what I do. I try and change that. It may not be much, but I'm still gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'm not gonna let anything stop me. So yeah, that's what I think. And I missed.